Good morning and welcome to the market forecast for Monday, January the 18th. It is Dr. Martin Luther King Day here in the U.S. U.S. stock markets, the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange are going to be closed today. It's going to be a shortened session. No major economic U.S. Economic releases. Lots of schools, lots of businesses taking the day in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King. As always, we're going to be looking at these markets in context this morning, probably some smaller opportunities for us, as well as much less participation in the marketplace. We're going to talk about that here very shortly. As far as other news is concerned, the Biden inauguration is Wednesday. It should be a very interesting trading week for us. The Biden administration already planning a handful of executive orders aimed straight at reversing some of the previous administration's agenda. China's GDP grew at a stronger rate than expected last year. U.S. stock futures lower, basically, as COVID concerns continue, as well as the administration change, bringing possible uncertainty into the marketplace. The U.S. dollar futures continued to leak higher overnight. Treasuries seem to be consolidating, as we might expect on a holiday market like today. Crude traders seem to be digesting Friday's downside rout. So again, we do have limited hours to trade today. Everything that is open is going to be closing at noon. Make sure you're well aware of that and you are flat before that. Even some of our, I think the grain markets are closed. Certain markets aren't even going to be opening up today. So keep that in mind. If you're looking at your soybean dome going, where's the market? It's probably not going to open today. Make sure that you like, share, comment, question, feedback, and heckling are always welcomed here. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel when so you can get notifications when we do go live. We had quite a group for the Q&A session that Dan and Mike Patak, the founder of Top Step, had on, I think that was Thursday. It was really good. We do have group coaching again this week on Wednesday. I'm going to put the link in to the chat here. If you haven't already signed up, sign up. They're filling up fast, and we may have to start to think about expanding the availability. We've got 100 seats. A lot of folks sign up. They don't show up. So don't worry if you don't think you're going to get in. You're going to get in, hopefully. And we're looking for another great session this week. Always like to say good morning to everyone. I saw Murph was first one in the room. Murph, you win the prize. Murph, I think I sent you an email about a week ago. If I sent it to the right Murph, let me know if you received that email. Didn't think there would be a forecast on the holiday today. For funded traders not allowed to trade. Glad you are here. I'm glad you are all here as always. Magnum, good morning. Early bird gets the worm, up 887 on the first day of step 2 in the combine. Awesome. Magnum, make sure you, if you're going to continue to trade, I would only risk a certain percentage of that before I would call it a day and make sure that I was going to be a plus player. I see a lot of traders having good mornings, good evenings, and then destroying things on the day after. If you start to get emotional, it's best just to walk away, particularly on a day like today. It's going to be an abbreviated, low-volume day today. And again, congratulations. MSS Capital, good morning. Thank you, sir, digging in and trying to get through this deal. Good. Well, that's our goal. We want to see you succeed. Vlad, good to see you. Taurus, good morning. Magnum is a benchmark on the 50K combine with one contract size. How much money would you guys say is within reason for an average profitable trade to make for a daily average? Well, I try not to attach a specific monetary or trade size based goal, if that makes sense. each trade is unique. Each opportunity is unique. There's going to be days and periods of volatility where the market is going to offer big opportunities. And if you're kind of keeping a static profit target and or stop, you may be missing out on part of the deal, part of the opportunities. So it's a very difficult thing for anybody to say for anybody what is a good profit on one trade, because the markets are dynamic. You want to be able to take advantage of the markets if they offer those bigger opportunities. Right. Trading is allowed today unless you are in a funded account. If you're in a trading combine, you're fine. Go ahead and trade, but make sure, again, you're flat by 11:59:59. You don't want to be stuck in any positions. It is not a settlement date, so in many platforms, there won't be a settlement. The settlement is going to remain what it was from Friday. So because they take the abbreviated session today and they push it into tomorrow's trade date. So the trades you're making today on many platforms will show up as trade date tomorrow as January 19th. T4 I know does that. I don't think any of the other platforms necessarily follow that protocol. That's basically CME protocol. All right. Only funded traders aren't allowed today, right? Felix Escobar, the infamous. Welcome. Glad to see you. Bill, Brian. Trader Joe, Taurus, good to see you again. Good morning. Will Doherty. Did I lose somebody here? Andres, Clarence, Rod. I jumped a little bit here. Will, good to see you. Bulldozer. Jason, Keith, good to see you. Josh, Mr. Shines, Murph, I didn't see an email from you. Maybe I sent it to the wrong Murph. Well, that does happen from time to time. So I'll see if I can't find you, Murph, and we'll see if we can't get some communication going. So sorry about that. I must have got the wrong Murph. Okay. It's Monday, as usual. I'm having a little bit of difficulty technologically here. I got my charts kind of leaving me here, so I'm going to get them started again. Hopefully we'll get through the forecast or the forecast here this morning. There's probably not all that much to talk about. A lot of these markets really opening in range and in value. So we're going to take a look and we'll see what we see here this morning. So let me get these charts back up and we will jump in and see what we see. And let's go. As always, starting with the daily and crude. Upside digestion state remains. We can see that we're putting in higher lows and higher highs. Nice little pullback here on Friday. We probably going to be pretty short time frame control today. And remember, make sure you're trading the March contract. There will be very low volume in that February contract. Open interest drop. We lost 14,000 in open interest on Friday on this move to the downside, but we're really, we're on expiration. So a lot of that is going to be rollover related. So it's going to be difficult to kind of judge direction based on volume and open interest for another day or so. What are we looking at this morning? Well, look at where we are. We've got settlement right here, 52.42. We're basically trading very close to that level. We don't have any overnight inventory or positioning with which to work with. We are inside range, inside value, abbreviated session. A lot of longer time frame traders won't be involved in the markets today. I'm going to suggest if you're going to be trading any of these markets, particularly the ones that are in range and value, you wait. Let the first hour of trade establish itself. See where the market is finding balance, and then work the extremes of those balance of the balances. Here is the E-mini S&P. We took a good stab down at that weekly kickoff low on Wednesday. We took another stab at it overnight. We will be looking at Short time frame controlled. Again, not really expecting any major changes today with the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ basically closed. We're not going to see a lot of longer time frame participation in these markets today. So not looking at any major changes, but anything is possible. We did take a test of the weekly kickoff low, which I believe is a first stage break of upside structure if we do manage to accept down below that. Again, not expecting that today with the lower participation that we're likely to see today. Open interest, we lost 14,000, indicating long liquidation on Friday. Medium time frame structure, however, still remains strong to the upside for now. Here's the 30-minute chart. And here we go. So there's our look last week at weekly kickoff low. Last night, another look at it. But where are we? We're basically trading settlement. No overnight inventory, no gaps, no nothing. So I'm going to, again, and we're trading inside value. So again, with no major players, I'm going to try and stay very patient today, and I'm going to look for opportunities after the first hour of trade. That initial balance may give you some sort of reference to where the short time frame traders are viewing price as too expensive or too cheap in the short time frame. Be patient today if you're going to trade. NASDAQ, similar situation, just a little bit different. No test of weekly kickoff low. I've left it there because I don't really see any kind of major visual levels between where we are and the weekly kickoff low. Open interest, we added open interest on the move to the downside, indicating perhaps a few more new shorts coming into the market than old longs getting out. I find that interesting. Short time frame control, again, especially today, looks like we're going to be opening in range and in value, even on the daily chart here. On the 30-minute, we're looking at, yes, exactly that, in range, in value, at settlement 12,802 and a quarter. Right there. We are just hanging right there, inside range, inside value. Again, here we go. There go the charts. Down go the charts. Here we go. Let's get those back up again. And here they are. All right, they're back. So again, inside range, inside value, at settlement, no overnight inventory, low participation today. Wait, be patient. Better trade locations likely to come after the establishment of the initial balance, which is again that opening range, or excuse me, that opening hour of trade, that first hour of trade gives you an idea of where the shorter time frame traders are viewing two-sided trade as possible. Gold, overnight test below weekly kickoff low, rejected. Again, we really look for those opportunities at weekly kickoff levels to occur in regular trading hours. We're back inside basically a 5-day range. We had a pretty decent move to the downside, which lost 4,000 in open interest. Seems as though maybe some longs continuing to get out of this market. Open interest, again, not all that impactful. Taking a look now at the 30-minute chart, a lot of folks wondering what the heck is going on with gold these days. As am I. We always are, right? We're always wondering, what's going on in that market? Anyways, settlement is here, 1829.90. We are basically in range. We don't have any overnight inventory. Again, suggesting wait for that initial balance, that first hour of trade to establish, where short time frame traders are going to basically look for two-sided trade and focus on the extremes of that initial balance. Okay, the ends of those initial balances today are where things are likely to change direction in reversion trades, or if there is some sort of odd continuation at some point today, that is, anything is possible. But I'm going to suggest, again, staying very patient. We are in range, no overnight inventory, no gaps, inside value equals patience. Patience to me. All right. now to our currencies. We've got a pretty decent test at the end of the day on Friday with our weekly kickoff low in the euro here. Well, actually, I think we broke below the weekly kickoff low. This was the next level where we were going to look for possible support or possible continuation. The weekly kickoff low test here brings potential directional activity. If this were a normal trading day where we had all the participants and a full trading day, I would be looking at this as a bigger opportunity. As far as markets are open, it may have an impact on participation in the 6E, the Euro futures. Volumes lower on Friday. No change in open interest. I find that unusual. When you get a directional move right at a weekly kickoff level or a previous swing low, then typically we're going to see maybe a little bit of higher volume. But we did not see an increase in open interest. So does anybody actually care that the market has traded down there today? That's debatable. 30-minute chart. Here we go. Here's our stab towards weekly kickoff low. Well, the swing low, weekly kickoff low, was a little bit higher last week. Just kind of moving lower, but no open interest increase. I find that unusual. Again, that may change. That's the preliminary number. It was less than 100 in change. So what are we looking at? Well, this is one of the markets that we do have a gap. We have a gap to the downside. Maybe we're holding a little bit of overnight inventory to the short side, but I'm not looking at it as a huge number. Here's weekly kickoff low. Settlement is up here. Settlement is 120.92.5. So this might be one of our bigger opportunities. There goes the charts again. Give me 1 second. I will bring those back up, and I don't know why this just happens from time to time. I restarted everything. I restarted the platform, restarted the production software, and it just continues to happen from time to time. And I'll see if I can't find the gremlin that is causing it. So again, a little bit of opportunity here. If we can't close the gap, we may start to see this market be a little bit more directional to the downside. Again, I don't want to close the gap. I'm okay with testing the weekly kickoff low as a resistance level. Really just kind of ignored overnight, but at one point, we're going to see if we can get some sort of move off of that market. Off of that level. Pardon me. Okay, the Japanese yen, fourth day in balance, basically continuing to test weekly kickoff high. We tested it 3 days last week. Possibly you could call that a test of the weekly kickoff zone in the overnight last night. We're not getting any help from volume or open interest. We're in short time frame control. Low volume Friday. We did add about 2,600 preliminary potential open interest on this move up towards that weekly kickoff high. What's going to happen here? We're either going to exhaust the sellers that are above that level, or those sellers are going to exhaust the buyers that keep bringing price up to that level at some point. Again, not expecting anything big today. Take a look at the 30-minute chart. Okay, settlement's down here. It's 96.33.5 ticks. We've maybe holding some overnight longs here. We did get a decent move away from settlement here, but all of this consolidation tends to even out inventory. So I'm really not looking at an inventory adjustment as a high probability trade for us today. In other words, when all of our overnight trade is moving away from settlement and they don't continue to get paid during the regular trading hours, sometimes they'll all bail at once and bring price back down towards settlement. I'm not really looking for that as a high probability trade today. The market in range in value overall for the past couple of days. Again, I'm going to suggest staying patient. You know, these holiday markets and early close, when the market's in balance, you really want to try and wait for the initial balance to establish itself before really trying to find any good trade locations. Sometimes on days like this, the best trade location just comes as the day goes on. So I'm going to see if I can't go ahead and find my gremlin here so that we can have a smooth week. Yes, Magnum, good. I'm done for the day. That's a good day. Again, probably not a lot of big opportunities here. Level 2 never started today. Well, that's okay. Dr. Menaker will be on again sometime soon. I'll be contacting him perhaps tomorrow to get some sort of a schedule for us to get moving forward again with the market therapy. I'm glad that you asked, Art. I'm glad that you find it useful. To me, that's probably one of the most important things that we do here is we kind of talk about the psychologist of trading, and having a clinical psychologist actually come and answer our questions is highly valuable. Ray Paradise. Haven't seen Ray Paradise in a while. Hopefully things are going well for you. All right. I'm going to see if I can't find the gremlin that is causing this problem. And, I think I got him. I think I found him. Here he is. All right. I'm going to get him. No more problems. All right. Well, don't forget to take a little bit of time today and honor Dr. Martin Luther King. Have a good trading day. We won't be having a recap today at 3 o'clock. Markets are going to be closed for 3 hours before then. I'll be looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning on the market forecast, 8 a.m. Central Time. Take your deep breath. Stay humble, grateful, and creative in your trading today. Take a couple of good trades, make a little money, think about doing something else. Probably not very big opportunities here for us today. But I was happy to be with you this morning. Happy to see you every morning. Get out there and profit. Trade well today. I'll see you tomorrow morning.